What's going on, guys? Enjoying this lovely spring day in January out on the river. I'm going to give you a couple pointers on how I like to fish in the winter months when the fishing bite's kind of slow. You know, the fish are lethargic, they're not really doing a whole lot. One of the big things that is very important for fishing the winter months when the water temps are cold is making sure you fish everything really slow. Really slow. Now I actually will, when I rig my Wacky worms, I'll actually rig them a lot lighter or with no weight at all in the winter months, and in that way it gives that worm a really slow, subtle fall. What that does is it puts that worm in the fish's strike zone for a longer period of time. And like I said, in the winter months, the fish are so slow, they just don't want to move. If that bait isn't in front of them for like a long time and it doesn't look real natural, they're not going to bother it. They're not even going to mess with it. And another big thing to do is, like for me fishing the river, I always fish structure. You know, you look for the stumps, you look for the brush piles, throw that worm in there, you know, weightless, real slow, and bam, like that, fish on. See how I just let it sit in there, and then you know, we hit it just out of the blue. I didn't even know it was on there. But that's the key with fishing the fall. You know, fish it slow. You know, it's not a big bass, but boy, he's pretty. And then change up. You know, if something's not working, switch up, switch to something bigger, and then switch to something smaller. You know, keep your options open. I always have a couple rods set up with different things that are totally opposite. You know, like that was the Wacky rig. And then what I'll also do is, if that's not working, you know, if that's just not working, I'll rig up something that's totally different. You know, I was throwing this 10-inch lizard. Now, it's also set up really light. It's a big lizard. It's probably a little too big to fish with in the winter, but you never know. You know, a big bass could be hungry and he might just suck it down. Now, another thing that I like to do too is, like I said, if this isn't working, then I'll go to like a go-to lure, something that works like all summer long. And here it just happens to be this black with blue crawfish on a shaky head. Now this lure, I mean, I can't keep the bass off of this lure in the spring. I guess the crawfish are that color here, so it's all about matching the hatch. You know, trying different colors. You know, if black and blue doesn't work, try a watermelon. You know, try a watermelon red flake. You know, just little subtle changes will really make a big difference on how the fish react to it. You know, I've fished watermelon worms and then put a watermelon red flake on, and they just tear it up. I don't know if it's just that little hint of red reflection in the water, but it's crazy. So I hope this helps. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Get out there, get on some fish, experiment a little bit, try some different lures. You know, go do extreme opposites. Go from black to white. Fish the same area 2 or 3 times back and forth. If they're in there, they're going to hit one of the 2 colors. And hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you back on the water.